Hey guys, Boston Bruce back. Operation Boston turned 12, and we are in January of 1942. Italy hasn't posted yet, but I'm filming. He already told us his moves. I updated the board, also his income. I did not get his tech done, though. And I'm not sure. I don't think that's right, but it's pretty close. Tech, we did not do his tech, though. So he went for improved construction. He could be on stage 1. All right, my turn. KMT, $4 to spend, 1 artillery, and a bunch of attacks. First attack, we're going to walk an infantry from Shanghai into central Mongolia, and we're going to take 4 cavalry into Shanxi. Go 1 into Shanghai, 2 into Shanxi, and then we're going to take 2 infantry into Kuichao from Yunnan. Even though these empty, I got to roll for it. So let's start with Kuichao. I went the wrong one there. Not Szechuan. Kuichao. So we got 2, and they retreat on a 10 or a 12. 10, 11, 12. And none of them retreated. So KMT owns Kuichao again. We got 1 guy walking into central Mongolia, and he retreats. Figures. He goes back to Shanghai. Now we got 4 cavalry into Shanxi against a militia. 4 at 2. 3 retreats. His militia misses. My cavalry misses. His militia. I knew it was going to hit after fucking 3 rolls. That was a pitiful fucking KMT turn. So we lost 1 cavalry. And we placed an artillery. And that whole fucking plan went to shit. So now we got 11 infantry, 3 artillery in Yunnan. And now Shanghai is an infantry, 3 cavalry. Pitiful turn. They do collect 3, though. So they'll have 3 for next turn. All right, USA. Tech. Factories, radar, improved construction, advanced artillery, heavy armor, long range, and bombers. Alrighty, let's see what these guys can do. Hope they remember my diplomacy. So I see a 10, black, and a blue 9, and a red 7. So all of those are good. We got a artillery, construction, and radar. And we missed the other 4. So artillery goes to 2, construction to 3, and radar to 3. Again, not exactly the ones I wanted, but this has been a bad turn so far. All right, purchases. Oh, let's do some diplomacy. Mexico first. Might as well use the yellow one. Likes to roll 2s. Mexico misses. Brazil hits. First, that's stage 1 for it. Peru misses. Argentina misses. Uruguay misses. Chile Misses. And Columbia, we could finish. Nope. So we got 1 out of 7. This has been a very pitiful turn so far. All right. So, attacks. Oh, purchases. Okay, USA has 74 to spend. They're going to spend 73. You're going to start a heavy fleet carrier and a heavy battleship for 13. You're going to move 3 heavy battleships for 21 from 3 to 2. And we're going to finish 2 heavy battleships for 14. You're going to build an airborne in London for 3. We're going to build an artillery and a militia upgrade in Yemen. We're going to build a medium armor to Lend-Lease to the KMT and an artillery for ourselves, and we're going to upgrade the port in Midway. So 14, 22, 27, 37, 40, 61, I counted wrong, 35, 48, 51, 59, 69, 73, and we saved $1. Okay. Attacks. We got 2 walk-ons here. We're going to take one of our transports, going to leave port in I-4. He's going to go 1 into I-7, 2 into I-12, 3 into I-13. We'll drop an infantry off in each Sumatra and Java. We'll take those 2. Probably won't be long for the world. That's our attack there. And we got one more attack, and that's in Europe. We're going to take an airborne out of London on a strategic bomber. It's going to go 1 into A-22, 2 into Picardy, 3 into Alsace-Lorraine, and drop an airborne off in Alsace-Lorraine. Also coming from England, London, southern England, will be a medium bomber, 1 into 22, 2 into Picardy, 3 into Normandy. They'll both land in London. Actually, the strategic bomber may land in southern England now that I think about it. So, we have a medium bomber at 7. Hits. His militia misses. All right, so we take Alsace-Lorraine. That's worth 3. That comes off the Germans. So, he was in London. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He will land back in southern England. Militia's dead. The medium bomber will land in London. So let's do some income. So we went up 3 off the Germans. So they go down from 50 to 47. 4 off the Japanese. They go from 57 to 53. And we go to 69. And I think that's all the combat. Yeah, there wasn't anything else. A lot of places to fight. Okay. So, non-combat. Coming out of Aden will be a transport carrying a light armor and can't carry both of those, I'm sorry. So, he will carry an artillery. And he will go, well, I remember that. 1, 2, 3, he'll go in port in Calcutta, drop the artillery off in Calcutta. All right. Coming out of M2, in a strategic naval move, a mountain infantry and an artillery. 1 into M4, 2 into M8, 3 into I5, 4 into I4. Drop an artillery and the mountain infantry off in Aden, going port. Also coming will be the destroyer from M2. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fighter in Yemen We'll come over 1 to Aden. That's it over here. Yep. Let's go up to London, England. All right, coming out of port in Ottawa, carrying a Marine and an airborne, being attack transport. One leaves 18, 1 into 19, 2 into 23. And we'll drop off the airborne and the Marine in southern England. Coming out of northern England down to southern England will be a Marine and artillery. Coming out of port in southern England, going back to, what is that, Ottawa, Quebec. 1, 2, 3, going port. There's a regular transport. Railing from San Francisco to, what is that, Ottawa? There's 2 regular infantry. What else we got here? After watching the KMT attack, I didn't even want to give them the armor now. Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful. All right, coming out of port in San Francisco, carrying a mountain infantry and a regular infantry over to Hawaii is a transport. Drop them off in Hawaii, a mountain infantry and a regular infantry. He'll go in port. 2 coastal subs from P-31 will come to P-30. 2 coastal subs from P-22 will go from a sub base, will go 1 into 27, 2 into 26. Coming over to Hawaii will be 2 battleships. They'll go in port. Actually, the whole fleet is going to just drive over to Hawaii, Everton. And nothing is in port. It's all at sea. We got 1 transport left here in port. This infantry in southern U.S. will move over to San Francisco. I have a fighter and a jet there. They're going to fly. The jet's going to land on the carrier. Tactical's going to land in Hawaii. The fighter will land on the... Actually, no. The tactical will stay on the carrier. And the fighter from San Francisco will land in Hawaii. The seaplane will go to Hawaii. And that is it. Let's place some units. The artillery goes in San Francisco, so I'll have in San Francisco now an artillery, an infantry, and a naval transport in port. We're going to finish 2 heavy battleships. They're going to go in port in San Francisco. We're going to move 3 heavy battleships to Stage 2 to join our heavy cruiser and regular battleship. We're going to place a heavy fleet carrier and a heavy battleship on Stage 3. Let's see, we're going to lend at least a medium armor. Let's build it in the Great Lakes. And leave port, come to Puerto Rico, over to Gibraltar, over to Cairo, over to Aden, over to Maharashtra, take the railroad up to Burma, and he'll go in Yunnan. So in Yunnan, 11 infantry, 4 AAA, 3 regular artillery, 1 medium armor, 1 mountain infantry, 4 militia. In Shanghai, 3 cavalry, 2 militia, 1 infantry. In Sikang, 1 militia, Kwichao, 2 infantry. Calcutta, I have import, a transport, an artillery, and a tactical bomber. In Yemen, we're building an upgrade and an artillery. So we'll add an artillery in Yemen and an infantry. So in Aden, I have a mountain infantry, a transport, attack transport import, an artillery, a light armor, a fighter, and a regular destroyer. And we're going to put him in port too. Yeah, we'll put him in port too. So that's it in the Med. I get an airborne to place in London. And actually, seeing I have to build them in London, I thought I was using the one I brought over. So instead of landing in southern England immediately with the strategic bomber, I'm going to land in London. So, in Quebec, I have 2 infantry and a transport import in Nova Scotia. London, I have a medium bomber, a strategic bomber, and airborne, 2 rockets. Southern England, I have 2 regular infantry, 2 marine, 1 airborne, 1 artillery. And that's all my units there. And I did the whole other side, right? I believe so. And I got a question about convoy rating. I mean, this line is closed, right? Yeah, convoys here, it counts as the Far East Command, so yeah. I mean, you couldn't convoy right here anymore because it's closed. But why can't the Allies convoy raid that lane now off the Japanese? That is a question I have because they own Sydney. So let's check into that. Check into that rule. I think it should be convoy raiding the Japs now that it's dead. So, I have a naked transport here. I have an infantry on Sumatra, infantry on Java. Hawaii, a mountain infantry, 2 infantry, a militia, a fighter, a seaplane, a transport, and a AAA. In the sea zone near San Francisco, I have a transport import, artillery, infantry, 2 heavy battleships, P-30, 2 coastal subs, P-26, 2 coastal subs. Hawaii, I just is going to count, and I remember I get these destroyers I want to move. 1, 2, come out in 31. And they're going to land over here. So, add 2 destroyers to P-25. Hawaii has 6 destroyers, 2 heavy cruisers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 regular battleships, 2 fleet carriers with 3 jets and a tactical, 2 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers. So, this is collect income. We're at 69 plus 12 bonus, so we should have 81. We saved $1, so 82 for next turn. Finally, making the most money in the game. Have to sacrifice some units to do it. So, anyway, that's it. Boston Bruce, is it Japanese? Chinese? What do they have? They had 4, they spent it all, and they collect 3. They did not go up, the bums. The bums. So they'll have 3 for next turn. Boston Bruce signing out. Turning it over to Germany because they are going to be up next. Turn 13. We're going to go to July of 42. The Allies got to get moving. Boston Bruce signing out.